Hi, my name is Paige Patterson. I'm from Brock University, and the cultural event I attended was a men's OUA volleyball game at the Royal Military College in Kingston, Ontario. And a happy coincidence, the team they were playing was Western, and that was on February 14th, 2016. I'll be drawing connections to Victor Turner's chapter on liminality and communitas. First, I'd like to start talking about the three liminal phases of the ritual process. So the preliminal, or the separation, is when these players are separating themselves from being individuals to being team members or team players. This preliminal phase is them separating themselves from the familiar. Whatever they were doing before the volleyball game, whether it was studying or hanging out with a family member or a spouse, they need to leave all that behind and come in to the volleyball court, to the locker room, to the game, not as an individual, but as a team. Next is the liminal phase, or the threshold, the in-between, which is these players being in between being individuals and being players, being a team. So that in-between phase is actually the warm-up period, where they're not just warming up their bodies for this game, not getting them physically ready, they're also getting themselves mentally ready for this game, leaving behind whatever they were worried about, whatever they were stressed about before this. They're giving 110% of their minds and bodies into this game by forgetting about whatever it was before and just focusing on becoming this cohesive team. And what they do is they actually commence a ritual. This ritual is the warm-up, which they do rehearsed movements, such as what I will be showing you, like hitting drills, digging drills, diving drills. And also they play loud pump-up music that's kind of a little obscene, a little risque, but it does get the players pumped up, gets their minds and bodies and their adrenaline going for this game. And they also do this chant, specifically RMC. They get together, they hold each other, and I will be showing you this, and they just yell in each other's ears and pump themselves up and get themselves into this state of the post-liminal. So what you just saw was the warm-up and the chant that the RMC players do before each game as a ritual. Key difference between my assessment of the men's volleyball players as a liminal process and Victor Turner's definition of liminality and the ritual process is Victor Turner says that these participants are blank slates for impact of social knowledge. However, these players are not blank slates. They bring their past experiences and their past training and their past practices into each game that they have as embodied knowledge that they already have incorporated into their lives. Communitas is built within the team after the liminal phase, after they have come together as a team. And there is definitely a intimacy involved and a social bond where these participants, these players, are equalized. And not only are they equalized on a social scale, but also on a military hierarchy scale. So these players are also students at the Royal Military College and are members of the Canadian Forces. All of them have the same rank because they have not graduated yet, and you become promoted once you graduate. However, some of them hold positions within the college that put them in an authoritative role, and some of the team members do have some of these roles, but they are completely abolished. This hierarchy is not seen during their warm-ups or during their games because it's not relevant to their communitas, their team volleyball community or communitas that they've built within themselves. You can see in this clip is the camaraderie amongst the team and the communitas amongst the team. Even though they had lost the point and lost the set, they still congratulate each other, smacking butts and clapping hands and never putting down another teammate. So this brings us to the end of my video report. I hope that I have explained the connections between Victor Turner's liminality and communitas to the men's volleyball players and the warm-up liminal process. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much.